Welcome back to the Stocks Update. Today, I want to dive into the latest updates surrounding Lucid Motors, breaking down the most recent data points and insights that investors should be aware of. So, let's jump right into it. First off, Lucid stock is currently up by 4.15%, sitting at $2.76. Today's trading volume is a bit on the lighter side, with around 35.2 million shares exchanging hands, compared to the typical average of 111 million shares. This reduced volume suggests some caution among institutional investors, despite no major news releases or SEC filings from Lucid today. However, the market seems to be processing a few noteworthy developments. One significant factor influencing the stock is the fresh round of analyst ratings. For instance, Stifel recently set a $3 price target for Lucid, aligning with the cautious sentiment from other analysts like Andre Shepard, who has a 48% success rate. Interestingly, Shepard has been consistently reiterating his price target on Lucid every few weeks, which some investors might find a bit repetitive. However, this steady stance could indicate a firm long-term outlook despite the short-term volatility. Another piece of news making the rounds is Lucid's involvement in the U.S. Saudi Investment Forum. During this event, CEO Peter Rawlinson provided some insights into why Lucid chose not to pursue the Chinese market, a topic that has been the subject of much speculation among investors. This move signals a strategic choice to focus on markets where it believes it has a competitive edge, likely aiming to strengthen its U.S. and Middle Eastern operations instead. In addition to this, a significant hire has been reported within Lucid's management ranks. According to posts from industry insiders, Lucid has brought on board a new director of charging and smart energy, Karim Farhat. This appointment is a noteworthy development, as it suggests the company is making strides in expanding its energy ecosystem, potentially including vehicle-to-grid technology. This move aligns with earlier projections that such innovations could generate billions in revenue annually for the company. This kind of strategic hiring is particularly relevant as Lucid prepares for its upcoming earnings call, where retail investors are expected to press management on future growth plans. If the company can demonstrate progress in these areas, it could provide a significant boost to investor confidence. On a more somber note, Lucid's investor relations chief, Maynard, recently announced his departure. This exit has sparked some speculation among investors, as Maynard has been a prominent voice in the company's public communications, particularly during earnings calls. While the reasons for his exit haven't been disclosed, it's worth noting that departures of high-profile executives can sometimes be interpreted as a signal of internal shifts or strategic pivots. Looking at the broader market context, short interest in Lucid remains high, with 28.55% of the free float being shorted, amounting to approximately 352.15 million shares. This high short interest indicates that a significant portion of the market is betting against Lucid's near-term success, which could add pressure to the stock if negative sentiment continues to build. In the options market, the data reflects a similar story. Out of 621,000 contracts traded today, roughly 52% were bearish, further highlighting the cautious stance of many institutional players. However, despite this pessimism, some investors remain hopeful, targeting a potential rebound if the company can show meaningful operational progress in the coming quarters. Moreover, institutional trading data reveals a mixed picture. While some firms have increased their holdings, like UBS boosting its common stock position by 136%, others have cut back, with HSBC reportedly closing out its call options entirely. This kind of hedging behavior underscores the uncertainty surrounding Lucid's near-term prospects. Finally, from a technical standpoint, Lucid stock is trading above key moving averages, including the 50-day and 100-day lines, suggesting some underlying strength despite the broader market's volatility. However, it remains to be seen whether this momentum can sustain itself, especially with macroeconomic factors like inflation and consumer sentiment continuing to weigh on investor sentiment. So, what are your thoughts on Lucid's recent moves? Do you think the new hire signals a major strategic shift, or is it just a routine part of their growth strategy? And how do you interpret the recent analyst ratings and institutional moves? Share your perspective in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you in-depth market analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.